Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to 321 No Kidding. Bobby the Awesome here on my Sunday morning. I'm going to get my butt in gear. We have a quote from Carol Burnett today on the calendar from Mom for January 24th. Only I can change my life. No one else can do it for me. I don't even know if the title of this calendar... Oh, inspirational. Because it almost sounds like it could be a recovery calendar. It's funny, today is a year since we were crossing the border from Thailand to Cambodia, and we had our reunion party last night. It was really nice on Zoom. A majority of the people that were on the trip were on the call last night, and it was nice. We meet, I don't know, maybe quarterly for those of us who aren't, also keeping track on the side, but it's a good chance to get in a Zoom room and just start updating each other and what's been going on and check in. And it's a good way to stay connected. And it's crazy because it doesn't feel like just a year ago. Like yesterday, a year ago, we were playing with the elephants, and I don't know, it just feels like a lifetime ago. Anyway, that's what I've been doing. Oh, and I went with a friend to go on a very long drive yesterday and pick up our son. And we stopped by my sponsee's house and we went for a walk, which was nice. It was freezing. It was like 12 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm like, where am I? Fahrenheit. And that's pretty cold. But we did it. We were good girls and we walked in the chill for a while. And now here we are on Sunday, which is my Monday in a work world day. It's the day that I do the most thinking work without anybody interrupting me. So I like my Sundays. Okay. So Ann Wilson Schaaf starts us off in our daily reading with, I get a massage almost every week, no matter where I am. Eat a healthy diet, schedule time alone, and if I get to a point where I feel I need a block of time, I'll cancel. Do we love and care for our body as well as we love and care for our home and car? Do we feel our body deserves full attention and a loving maintenance plan? Taking our body for granted is easy because of its remarkable durability and regenerative power. We may get lulled into a false sense of 9 lives, body security, believing our physical being will fix itself no matter what. Self-care takes time and priority planning to be successful. We may find we put off our exercise and nutritional needs, saying, tomorrow I'll start taking better care of myself. But sooner or later, tomorrow comes and our body produces symptoms that demand attention. Learning to love and nurture our body brings rewards without measure. We deserve to reap the benefits starting today. Today, let me realize that respect for my body builds a healing temple in which the rest of my life can grow. Well, timely as always. This is part of why we went for a walk yesterday. We've been focused on this, and the three of us are going to be accountability buddies because I'm going to that conference in March. Yes, it's a little ego and a little vain, but I am going to try to get to where I can fit into the dress that I have that's beautiful and a bathing suit that I really like. So I'm being a little bit more aggressive and mindful to make sure that I'm prepared for this event in 5 weeks. When I was talking to my friend who's a nutritionist last week, I just remembered I owe her something. When I was talking to her, she's very holistic. She's amazing. And I was in the middle of a water fast. I was trying to see how far I could go. And I made it 43 hours a couple days this week, just drinking water, which I thought was pretty good. I could have went further. Like, it wasn't like I was starving or uncomfortable. I just had made the mistake of going shopping to prepare for the rest of my meals for the week. And that was something when her and I talked, she volunteered to coach me. But I honestly just don't have time to be accountable to another person. I just don't have the time. And I think I've done enough research over health and wellness the last, 10 or 20 years that I have a good sense of what I'm supposed to do and what the kind of guidelines I'm giving myself, even though I told you, yeah, there's a vanity dynamic for sure, because there's going to be people I will probably only ever meet once in my lifetime at this event. And it's more about me trying to feel confident in this room of very influential people, but also my regular wellness. And what she had mentioned was, it all, how did she say it? It was something about like, well, it all depends on, what you're eating and that kind of stuff and how much water you drink. And we had a little conversation, and it was that day that it was that day that I ended up going grocery shopping, which is what inspired me to eat, was because I bought all kinds of good food, like grapes and grapefruit and fruit and nuts. And I did take it to another level than I normally don't. Like when I bought cashews, for example, I looked at how many calories were per serving and I broke out the bag. So I'm like journaling my food intake and weighing in and doing this stuff. And I talk to you a lot about my mind work or my spiritual work or my recovery work, but I guess I don't really talk to you much about my wellness work. And I come from the school of thought, like this book says, about just thinking the body will take care of itself. And more often than not, mine does. Like I hate the concept of going to the doctor, and oh my gosh, don't ever complain to my mother, because she'll tell you all the things to take and all the things to do. And I'm just, sometimes I know the solution. Sometimes I don't want to go to the doctor. And I think that's residual, because when I was gambling, I wouldn't want to spend the money on the doctor. I never had money for the doctor or the dentist or the, whoever, because I was taking money away from gambling and time. Like, who's got time for that? Why take care of our teeth? So that's how it's evolved for me. Now I do go to the doctor. Of course, now I'm getting older. I don't know how that was allowed. But going for my walks every day, you do hear about that. That's physical. I've done a few things throughout the years. I've done keto, and I'm actually a believer in keto. I thought it was a pretty good process if you do it, not just loading up on bacon and eggs every day, but eating nutritional fats, more like an avocado or a hard-boiled egg instead of a fried egg, that kind of thing. And I've seen people have results. It doesn't seem like people maintain long results as a general rule, but I guess it's individual. I also, because I'm with Melaleuca, I buy their shakes, and their shakes are very nutritional. They go against keto, which has been part of the struggle, is I can't have things with carbs if I was doing keto. See, I'm not doing a diet planning show here, but just kind of giving you my feedback on my experience. So through a lot of trial and error, a big part of my mentality is calorie counting to lose weight, like the basic math. And me and one of my folks were talking about this the other day. So I'm logging what I eat, and I'm paying attention and just trying to eat healthy, clean food. So I'll tell you, I was not a Greek yogurt fan from the beginning, but I pushed myself and I bought some low sugar Greek yogurt last week, and it was good. And then I went back to the store because the produce was so good that I got a plain Greek yogurt and then got my own fruit to add to it. And then I added a little trivia, and I cannot believe how much I really am liking it. It tastes so good. I'm really kind of surprised, and it's curing my sweetness itch, which is another thing that kind of surprises me. So I'm trying to be a little creative about that. Like I said, I have this really beautiful green dress that I want to wear when I'm in Miami in March. So that is kind of my goal. And do I recommend trying to do things to your body for other people? Absolutely not. And I don't want you to get the wrong message. Like I said, this is more about my wellness and my confidence around people, which is my wellness anyway. And I mean, I'm generally pretty confident, but I've never met, like, these are going to be some celebrities that I'm going to meet, and I've never met people of this level of celebrity. So it's exciting. And I mean, it's going to be cool. I don't know that I've ever been to Miami without drinking as well, which will be another interesting dynamic because 2 of the nights we go to parties. So I'm actually thinking I have the advantage because I'm not drinking. And we're already planning to see if we can go to Zumba when we're down there if Karen comes down. So it's all good. Anyway, I totally digress. But do we love and care for our body as well as we care for our home and car? Do we feel our body deserves full attention and a loving maintenance plan? I like that the author of the quote says she goes for a massage every week. That is definitely something that counts as self-care or taking care of your body. It's not something that I do well with, so that's probably why I don't talk about it as much. I've tried a few, but I haven't had I don't want to say I haven't had good experiences. I feel like it just hurts too much. I've never had that ooh la la feeling like everybody, even the ones who say it hurts, come back and they're like, yeah, but it's so good afterwards. But I think the last one I tried was when we were in Thailand, and I did not like it. So I don't really do that, but you could try. I am going to try a facial, and I've always wanted purple hair, and I'm really thinking I'm going to get purple hair before I go to this trip. So I'm trying to buckle down an appointment for that. So I'm doing some out of the box, taking care of myself stuff. But it says here, it takes time and priority planning to be successful. So before I even got on this morning, there was a reason I was telling you about my yogurt concoction. Instead of just eating what I want of it, and not measuring, I actually took the time to measure the yogurt too. And my planning piece was I made little cups, where I separated it out. So then I only had to touch it once and do the same job, and now they're ready to go. And that's a whole lot easier to grab a single serving that's already ready, which is why there's so many single serving garbage foods out there. It's so much easier to get one of those little cup of soups or mac and cheeses or pouches of this or cans of that. And there's generally not a lot of good for you stuff in there. I can't say that across all things, but it's convenience thing. And it does take work and planning to be convenient. Self-care, I'm a bugaboo about, whether it's going for a walk or talking to a friend, meditating, or sometimes it's just turning off the phone or not looking at the messages, not doing the things for other people. I like that she says she blocks time. That's what I'm in the mode of from now until my trip. I'm blocking time so I can get the things I need to get resolved, such as my taxes and, some of the projects that I have going on. I've had to take a step back and be like, okay, I need to focus and step away and not be on everybody else's calendar for a bit. So that's kind of the zone I'm in. And I'm sharing this with you because it's going to look different for everybody. You have to figure out what best suits you in the self-care world and department and what your body needs. Like, part of why I went to the grocery store the other day is because my body's like, Bobby, you don't have any fresh fruit or vegetables in the house. You need to go get some. So that's what I did. That was another thing. Not that I'm not a diet coach here, but I bought tuna, for example, tuna steaks. And if you're out there saying it costs more money to eat healthy, I hear you. There might be ingredients that cost more, but like these tunas, for example, I think I got 4 tuna steaks for $10. If I only eat half a tuna steak on every salad, that's 8 tuna steaks for $10. So like, to look at it as like $1 something, it's less than a bag of peanuts at the convenience store or the gas station. So it's all a matter of perspective and planning and doing. So I challenge you to think about, here we are, we're 3 weeks after New Year's. Have we stuck with our plans? Are we doing the thing? We probably made a lot of promises to ourselves a few weeks ago of all the things we were going to do. Are you sticking with it? If you are, give yourself a little, I don't know, reward of some kind. Might be a massage, for example, but acknowledge the fact that you're being successful 3 weeks later. If it didn't stick, you have now as the moment to try it. And I apologize. I don't know if this is the stuff I'm talking about is an American problem. I would imagine, based on the little I know, it sure seems like it's more of an American problem than across the globe. Well, maybe not. I have friends in the UK that talk about weight too. Regardless, it's not about weight. It's not even about how you look. It's about how you feel. And that's why I'm drawing the connection of how I look is going to have an impact on how I feel for this adventure that I'm on. But in general, I mean, I'm just fine at my weight. Like, it hasn't killed me. It's not the lowest I've been, but it's not the highest I've been. I'm active, and I'm not like completely repulsed when I looked in the mirror. So it's okay. I just want to make it better. And I want you to think about what you can do to make it better. And remember, you can start today. It doesn't have to be like I started my fast on it. Like, I really hadn't strategized for it. I normally am a Monday morning kind of girl. I'll start this on Monday. Well, in this case, I think it was Tuesday afternoon at like 4:30 was when I had my last meal. And I'm like, oh, everybody's been talking about this water fast. I'm going to try it. And that's what I did. So don't get hung up on the next month, the next year, the next Monday, whatever that is. Don't get caught up on that. And I'll be honest, that's not an original thought from me. My friend Danny that I was mentioning, she wrote a blog about this. It's very good. And that's kind of where I think this thinking is coming from, because I love how she called that out, because I was a Monday girl. So, all right, beautiful people, I have to get to work. So I hope that you're having a marvelous day, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Thanks.